In today's video, I'm going to be bulk stripping data off of pictures using OpenClaw. I mentioned this task in my OpenClaw overview video, but I wanted to go through the details on how to set something like this up. So I deleted all of the code associated with the first time that I did this, and we'll be starting from scratch. Step one is going to be having a Google Drive set up, and that's not the point of this video. Just make sure that you have a spot that you can share the files between yourself and your OpenClaw. In that shared drive, I'm going to be dropping a folder so that I can share the picture files with OpenClaw. And then I'm going to drag and drop them from my Windows PC into that shared drive. Now that the files are there, I'm going to give OpenClaw a detailed description of what exactly I want it to do. And in this case, I want to go through each file, read all the data off of it, and put it into an Excel document. I found that it helps to let it know what data it's pulling so that I can make the columns appropriately labeled. I'll also give it some information on how I want that data formatted, and maybe a hint here or there on how to get the date from that file so that it will have a date column. All right, we have our prompt built. I do want to make sure that it brings the data into the sheet in a specific format. So I'm going to go ahead here and add some notes on how I want it brought in. Specifically, I want only one decimal place shown on the weights, and I want the percentages to come in as small numbers, I guess, in Excel, opposed to putting the whole number. So I don't want it to write 12.1 in that cell. I want to put 0.12 in that cell. Now I'm going to tell it where I want the final file to land and where I want all the pictures to land that it uses for the data pool. All right, let's see what it can do. All right, well, I had to fix some issues with the Google Drive. It wasn't pulling the appropriate drive. But once I got that fixed, it started running the script to pull the data. And it kind of vomited out everything that it did. I need to change the settings so that it's a little bit more brief. I think that'll save money and also the annoyance of having to read through all this. But it looks like it remounted my drive, and then it found the folder that had the pictures right here. Then I started writing a new Python script to loop through the images using its vision model. And then you can just kind of see it thinking to itself, going back and forth on how exactly it's going to write that script and then call that script up. Like I said, a lot of this is text that is unnecessary. I will note that I switched it back to 2.5 flash while I was doing the shared drive thing, and I forgot to change it to 3 Pro. So this is all using 2.5 flash now. Looks like we had a successful capture of the data off of the scale, and then it's going to go through all 9 images with this list and process those in a batch. The last thing that it's working on is getting the metadata so you know the date that the scale picture was taken, so that can be put into the table. Looks like it stopped here, so I'm just going to tell it to keep going. Alrighty, we started back up again. Looks like it stripped all the data appropriately from the pictures. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Had some errors with the drive again. It had to remount. It waited for the drive to remount, then it moved the images to the process folder and created the CSV. So now we'll open up the CSV and see what it looks like. All right, so this is the Excel document that it created. Looks like the formatting is accurate. We have date, weight, the percentages, and bone mass. That's perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it. So the more detailed you can get on the prompt, probably the better the result will be with what you're working on. The first time I did this, I didn't give it the specifics on the formatting, and it came out a little different than what I wanted. So this time with the prompt that y'all saw earlier, I was able to give it exactly what I wanted in an Excel document, and it looks like it delivered even on Gemini 2.5 Flash. Obviously, this type of batch work is extremely useful. I can see this being used across different industries as well as some tasks at home. So that's it for the quick run through today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. And this is Redbeard Engineered signing off.